Okay guys, we are still working on this beautiful corset blouse, and as you can see, we are still on the process of making it, and this is the part 2 of the video of the tutorial, and we stop at the cutting of the front panel, which is here. You can see that I am cutting the deep neckline, which is the pointy area or the v-shape area, but my own is the curvy part, which is the particular place I just cut now. And I will continue to cut my 3-part cup corset out, the number 1, number 2, and number 3. Please, if you haven't watched the first part, you can go and watch the first part so that you will not be confused. Okay, now you can see the place I cut out the deep pointy neckline, and this particular place you see me cutting right now is the v-shaped part, the deep v neckline. I just cut it out for you to see, but mine is the curvy area. I wanted my own neckline to be a curvy neckline, not the v deep neckline. Hope you understand. And after that, I'm going to use my paper tape to um gum them together. I mean the neckline, the v neckline or the curvy neckline I just cut out, because for me not to be confused. Now you can see that I am using my paper tape to mask the number 1 corset part, the which is the upper part. You know that I did that manipulation on it. I just used my paper tape to hold it together for it to be that number 1, and I have my number 1, number 2, and number 3 parts corset. So here is the front panel, and you can see the center front, the 3-part corset, and the side front. And if you watch the place, you see the center front curvy area, the neckline, that is where the cup will be sitting. And this particular place here is the place I just mask gum back my curvy paper for the deep neckline, so that if I'm sewing it, I will know where the curvy shape starts from. Okay, now this is the back. I have my basic back body from shoulder to chest line, shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist, and shoulder to the blouse length. As you know, if you have been following me or watching me for a while now, you know that why anytime I'm making a corset, I always put my under bust measurement. Now I have my zipper allowance and the nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Now from the chest line, I'm going to come down with 1 inch for my darts. Now at the waist measurement, I'll be taking out half inch at the both side. Okay, on the waistline, I'll connect it to meet to the 1 inch I came down from the chest line. This is the back bodies we are talking about. Now I'm going to place it to the blouse length and connect it diagonally like so. If you are putting a loop for this, please no need to add your zipper allowance. Remove your zipper allowance and remove at least 1.5 inches extra or 1 inches extra for your loop. Okay, but mine is going to be having a zipper, and that is why I added my zipper allowance. I'll put my basic measurement ball divided by 4 plus seam allowance, including the darts, little darts intake. Same thing goes to the under bust. Coming to the waist, I remember I snatched this waist a little bit. I took out 2 inches for my waist measurement, then divide what is remaining and add it, then add back the that leg there. Then the blouse, on the blouse length, I added my hip measurement divided by 4 plus seam allowance. So it's necessary for you to snatch your waist a little bit on this blouse that we are making, on this corset that we are making. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and connect all the lines like this. This is the part 2 of this video, guys. The final video is going to be the part 3. This video is very long. Trust me, it's very long. That is why I divide it into 3 segments for us to be able to watch it, and the part 3 on is going to be the final part. Now to get the deep neckline, I'm going to stop at the chest line, which is at least 8 inches for my chest line, and that is where my neckline is going to start for the back. I'm going to place my French curve and curve it out in a slanty shape a little bit like this. And here is my yoke. If you wanted to put a yoke for your own, to your own, you can go ahead and do so. Like I said, if you want to put a lesson, go ahead, don't add your zipper allowance. And sorry guys, my camera is just not calm. So the next thing I'm going to go ahead to do is just to label the back front, that is the back center front, and the back side or pattern panel. So I just label it for you not to be confused. At the waistline, I'm going to take out a half an inch to do my zip tightening to avoid zip bugging. I'll just connect it in a slanty shape like so. And yeah, that will be all for the back. I'm going to cut out. Remember to come up by the side with 1.5 inches by the side and connect it to meet the hemming part. Okay. So now you remember I said that this corset is a dartless corset. After cutting out this dart leg, we are going to manipulate this pattern paper. Okay, just stay close. It's very, very important for you to watch every bit by bit of this teaching for you not to be confused. Now the next thing is to manipulate or to input the dartless pattern to this. Now we are done with the back. You can see that it's very, very simple. Here is my back. Okay, now I have this my organza fabric. This is an organza, not a corset mesh. Okay, I wanted to do an experiment using an organza to know how it's going to be looking on the corset, and I have my chance to do it now. I'm going to go ahead fold this organza into 4 equal parts. I'll fold into 2. I'm going to go ahead and fold again. You can see that this is into 2. I'll fold again. I'm cutting out the front pattern first. I am trying to manipulate the dart, like do it, get the dartless corset you are talking about. Now I have my 4 pieces for the front. So I'm going to bring the center front of the front panel and place it here. You can see that the side front of this fabric is closed. None of it is open. Please watch. This particular place I'm holding right now on the fabric here is very close. The 4 pieces is closed, or the 2 pieces is closed. Okay, hope you understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to place my center front and pin it down. Now I am going to bring the side or front, but I just watch and see that it's the side front, the length of the side front is not going to be enough if I place it that way. So I just turn the fabric and continue to arrange for me to get it right. The reason why I am cutting 4 pieces for this, but it's gonna be 2 in 1. When you open it up, it's going to be 2 pieces. I'll be using 2 organza for the front so that my skin body is not gonna be too exposed. Okay, hope you understand the reason why I folded this into 4. If you are using a corset mesh, you can go ahead and fold it into 2, but because I'm using an organza fabric, that is why I folded this into 4 equal parts, so that when I double in, yes, that this is the best word to use, I am doubling the front part. So when I double it, it's not going to be showing my inner bodies. It's not going to be too much exposed. You can even fold it into 6 equal parts. Now watch carefully to see how I place this my pattern. I place the center part close to the side front. They are now closed. You can see it. Now after pinning it down, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out, and same thing goes to the back. I'll still show us how I pin the back, closing the dart leg. Okay, so whatever you can go ahead and add your little allowance if you still wanted to add allowance, but the upper part for the corset is necessary for you to add half an inch. For this upper part I'm cutting right now, throughout to the corset area, add half inch. If you haven't add your allowance, go ahead and add your allowance for the side part, but please, it's important to add your half inch for the corset upper part area here. Okay, so now here is the end of our second part of this video, but I'm going to show us the video of how I place the paper to cut out the back for us not to be confused. The next our final video is going to be how we are going to be sewing it. Okay, so now when I open this up, it's not gonna be pieces like you see we cut on the paper. It's now going to be into two, and no, there's nothing like a dart. You can see it. You can see the center deep neckline, which my own is the curvy neck deep neckline. I have my two pieces for the front here. You can see it here, and I have also gone ahead. I'll take it to my sewing machine and run a stitch on all of it. Now look at the way I just run a stitch to secure it. You can see the deep neck curvy area, the corset part, and the side part as well. It's important for you to secure it with your thread, please. Okay, and I have gone ahead to iron my lines for the boning. You can see the lines. I'm illustrating it with my ruler. This is my lines where I'll be sewing the Ankara fabric for my boning channel. Okay, use your iron to secure it. Okay, now this is the back. You can see the way I place the paper to fold the back. I'll open it up. You can see that some paper is close to each other. So what I mean is that some paper is lapping on each other, very close to each other. Add some allowance at the side part to avoid shortage. Bye for now.